Gordon has started to look like the D. Gordon of last year. Gordon to right. It's deep. And it's gone! D. Gordon!
A stadium is special. It's a place where memories are made, emotions are felt, and hopefully, championships are won. But like an old apartment, some stadiums harbor bad memories, and these next ones bring nothing but sadness. They were born, lived, died, and didn't see their teams win once. Stadiums that never raised a championship banner are coming up right after this. Right now, we're in crazy stressful times, and let me tell you, meal prep and grocery shopping should not be among your stresses. HelloFresh takes care of all of that, and the recipes are outright delicious. Look at this steak and cheese I am cooking in the background. Did you know the average grocery trip is 41 minutes and you have to gear up like you're entering a radioactive hot zone? Enough of that. HelloFresh gives you the right ingredients, the right portions, all right to your door, allowing you to save up to 28% versus grocery store shopping, all while staying safe. When you sign up, the program is flexible and fits your lifestyle and any diet. Throw in extra proteins, change your delivery days or food preferences. You're in control here. So after this video, head on over to HelloFresh.com, enter in my code FivePoints80, and get a total of $80 off, including free shipping on your first box with purchase. Again, go to HelloFresh.com and use code FivePoints80 to redeem. And for more details, HelloFresh. First, let's get some criteria out of the way. The following stadiums must either have been demolished or not in use, and in their entire life, whatever major sports team called them home did not win a championship. So Globe Life Park and Cleveland Municipal, you are not on this list. 50 years of sadness in this arena, which housed two NBA teams, the Braves, which became the pathetic Clippers, and the Bison, which became the pathetic Hawks. The Sabres were the main tenant, coming close to a few cups, but never winning. A building that featured a state-of-the-art design that kind of looked like a waffle or an egg crate stood as a monument to Atlanta sports failure for 25 years. There's lots of those. The roof was designed to rust on purpose and form a protective shield, kind of like the Hawks formed a bubble of losing around Dominique Wilkins. The Atlanta Flames of the NHL played here for 8 years from 1972 to 1980 before moving to Calgary.
Yes, we did.
Shaking quite a bit. And there goes the Omni.
Formerly known as the Arco Arena, Sleep Train was one of the worst named buildings in the NBA before it was finally abandoned in 2016. Sleep Train was the site of one of the last Ringling Brothers circus, which happened in 2002. Coincidentally, the Kings were robbed at the hands of the NBA to prevent them from winning a championship that very same year. Ha, just kidding, that last circus was in 2016, but that second part is 100% true though. The arena was part of a bitter battle to get a new one built where former player and mayor of Sacktown Kevin Johnson had to step in and save the Kings. The host of 2 Super Bowls, the Big Sombrero was a hot concrete bowl which saw the Buccaneers start their NFL journey with a record 26-game losing streak. It didn't get much better from there. After slogging along in existence for nearly 30 years, Tampa Stadium was mercifully destroyed and became the parking lot for Raymond James, the former site of the famous Jameis 30 for 30 bakery. An arena so unwanted during the 2020 Olympics, it was only used for figure skating and not hockey. The building's major sport tenant, the Canucks, made 2 Stanley Cup finals here in 1982 and 94, where they lost to the Islanders and Rangers, respectively. The building never saw a championship, mostly because of those awful Flying V jerseys the Canucks used to wear. Say this one with me because it rhymes. Coliseum, Pepsi. Oh yeah, I got bars. The Pepsi Coliseum played host to the Quebec Nordiques from 1972 to 1995, never seeing much success despite having the Stastny brothers and Guy Lafleur. The team moved on to Colorado where they won some cups but also ironically play in the Pepsi Center. After the Deeks left, the arena served various minor league and junior teams until its demolition in 2015. Yes, one of the most tragic stadium stories also includes not winning. The once state-of-the-art Astrodome, which now sits empty, also featured a lot of heartbreaking losses like in 1986 to the Mets. The Oilers had similar bad luck and failure while they occupied the dome, and now the city of Houston has no idea what to do with the derelict building. Though technically still active as the home of the SDSU Aztecs, but soon to be empty, the formerly named Jack Murphy Stadium suffered through 50 years of failure for its two teams, the Chargers and the Padres. Though each team did reach the final showdown in their respective sports and the building did host 3 Super Bowls, really not many great winning moments happened here. It was mostly nice weather and Tony Gwynn. The stadium is slated for replacement by 2022. Arlington went back-to-back on loser stadiums, as this one and Globe Life Park have spent their entire MLB existence without winning a ship. Came close though. What's even tougher to swallow is that this stadium neither hosted an all-star game nor a playoff game in its entire history. Just a subpar facility from the get-go. It was once a minor league park which had its upper deck pasted on in 1978. The heat here was unbelievably bad, but Nolan Ryan did toss a few no-hitters here and beat the living crap out of Robin Ventura. The stadium emblematic of sports failure, the Silverdome lived out its pathetic existence and witnessed unbelievable sadness. Even worse was what happened to it after its playing days were over. The Dome hosted both the Lions and the early days of the Bad Boy Pistons, but they moved on to the Palace before they experienced success and riots. After the Lions moved to Ford Field, the stadium sat abandoned for years, becoming a derelict and then eventually demolished after 2 attempts in 2018. Amazon has committed to turning the land into a distribution facility. A stadium where so much happened, yet so little didn't. The Georgia Dome, in its short life, hosted 2 Super Bowls, the Olympics, and many salty Falcons fans' tears. Ironically, the last NFL game here was in 2017, a glorious Falcons win in the NFC Championship game over the Green Bay Packers. I wonder what happened after that. The roof had structural issues from the get-go, so after only 25 years, the dome was replaced by adjacent Mercedes-Benz. And now, for the saddest stadium of all. The first stadium to have a cantilevered upper deck, the Baker Bowl had odd dimensions that included a 40 to 60 foot high Baker wall in right field. The Phillies played here for 51.5 seasons, only winning the pennant once in 1915. However, that is not as nearly sad as an incident that happened here in 1903. During a baseball game, a street altercation caught the attention of fans in the left field bleachers. As they rushed to the top of the wooden seating area to get a better look, the bleachers collapsed. Man, it's one thing to see your team lose, but another to suffer at the hands of a poorly engineered ballpark. The incident caused major renovations to the bowl, which ultimately was demolished in 1938. Never seeing a championship. Man, that's sad. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and yes, I left out a few like Turner Field that's being used as a football stadium, but please check out the video sponsor from the link below. I'm 5Points Vids, and you made it to my next video.